Hey everyone, it's the tiniest of Logans back with a video for you. Now, we've done a little upgrade in the office and I thought I would share it with you. So I got sent some Hue2 stuff by NZXT and it was quite literally, if I get the boxes up round the right way, just because I mentioned we were still using the H200 in the office. It's got a Ryzen rig in it and we quite often move the GPUs around in it to do some minor testing as well. But it's a little ITX system, so it's really compact. Now, I think when NZXT sent me these, because essentially there's cable combs and there's a kit to light underneath your system as well, so they call it an Underglow accessory, and then the little light strips as well. I think when they sent this, they thought they were being funny, because it's obviously a tiny little rig, and they were like, he's never going to get it all in there. Well, they were wrong, because I did. Now, with the cable combs, you get two little ones, four little ones actually, I do apologise, and two of the 24 pins in each pack. Now with ours, we've only got one of the 24 pins and two of the PCI Express sort of sized ones visible. The other two are hidden around the back, and that's purely because we couldn't get them on and visible at the same time. So they're actually lighting up around the back of the motherboard, but you get the gist of what's going on. Now with the Hue software, what you can do is everything can be assigned different colours or different patterns, so you don't have to worry about having it all unicorn puke all over the place. But we've got the little Underglow accessories going on, and you can set those if you want to do the dancing rainbow sort of things, or you can just have them on a static colour. Now with the software as well, like I said, you can select different zones if you want to do different things. So although you can do a single colour if you wanted to, and you can cycle through the colours, you've obviously got white, and then there's red, and there's a few different greens and blues and purples and pinks, and you can obviously you can set them all to each colour. Now the other thing you can do, which it kind of divides what people think, is you can obviously set it on the Basma Mode, which you can have all of the colours going nuts, but you can also, if you want to get involved with it, set your own chasing ones as well. So you don't have to just have all of the colours, you can have them chasing through certain ones that you might prefer yourself. And obviously white and red chasing each other is quite hard, because you can it will go pink, but if you, for argument's sake, you prefer, like, I don't know, like a pink and a purple or something, you can do whatever you want with it. But at the end of the day, what we ended up preferring was a mixture of white and red, because the H200 that we've got is red anyway, or has a lot of red accents in it. So what we've done is we've used the white lights to bring out the red that is visible, but then we've still got a red light underneath. We've still got red rings around the fans. You can see we've got the red ring around the NZXT logo. Now, you do need to use the Hue2 controller to be able to do this, but what this controller does is it then hooks up to your system so that you can use the cam software, which you can then control it with. So the controller allows the system to see all the different bits and bobs. Now, I know there has been a lot of stuff going on with the cam software over the years, but it has got better. We didn't find any like massive bugs doing the lighting. Now, what you do need to remember is if there are bugs in there with your motherboard or with your fans or something, that's a very specific thing. We were just looking at the lighting today and we found it, you know, really easy. And like I said, this is actually, we're doing it in our rig. Now, the only thing that I would say is if you get it for home and you use the Underglow accessory, you do end up needing to use a pass-through, which I call this a PCI plate, but it's like the expansion slot in the back where your graphics card would clip into. You do need to use one of these, but because we're using an ITX case, we've only got two slots and the graphics card is there anyway, but we found a sneaky way around the back. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this is this is the one bit about the Underglows that I don't like. So if you want to go that way, you can slide it around the back panel. The cables are really flat. You can get it round there easy enough, depending on your case and your door. So you don't have to have this because what happens is this goes on your PCI slot, and then you have a cable that you then have something else to hide on the inside, and this would trigger me. That's why I couldn't use it with this, but I wouldn't have used it in the main one anyway. The other thing to consider is you do need to daisy chain certain bits as well, because you won't have enough headers on this to have every individual thing going into one thing. So all of our lights, for example, are all daisy chained all up and round, and it does make things a little bit easier in the long run, but it does mean that you have to get involved and think about the routing. But as you've seen with this, it's actually really tidy. So if you plan your routes and you think about stuff, you can easily make it super tidy as well. But long and short of it is, we've had a lighting upgrade for the rig in the office, and I thought I would share it with you guys. Let me know what you think underneath. I'd also love to know your thoughts on what colours you would have and what case you might put it in as well, because obviously colour preference and case preference is very personal. So I'd love to know, if you were going to get one of these, what you would use it for as well. I've already had some ideas on how they could upgrade this as well, so I will be sending them an email. Thanks for tuning in.